Good evening. This is the Duke of Fremont Street, broadcasting from Las Vegas, Nevada, here in the United States of America. Today is Monday, October 3rd, 2022. As always, I want to begin my video with thanking you for stopping by. I appreciate your views and appreciate your subscriptions. Salute. Invigorating. But today was an extraordinary day for the precious metals market. The Dow Jones Index also had a very good day, contrary to the predictions of a Black Monday event that never occurred. It was a day of monumental gains. The Dow Jones Index was up 765.38 points to close at 29,490.89. That's a nice little pop for those of you that own the stocks. I don't happen to be one of them. On the precious metals market, gold closed at $1,770.70, bid by $1,701.70 ask, up $39.60, or a tidy 2.38%. Nice move. It's nice to see the gold close above the 1,700 benchmark. I think that's a nice number to be above. It's psychological. It's a resistance level that we overcame. And hopefully at this point, we'll just be moving north. The story of the day, though, is not gold, it's silver. Silver closed up a whopping $1.67 up. We closed at $20.70, bid by $20.80 ask, or up an astonishing 8.8%. That's an incredible move in one day. Absolutely incredible. I might add that the precious metals market currently in Asia, in the aftermarket, is slightly down, consolidating a bit, if you will. But I'm not worried. I personally am very bullish. As you see, I brought silver out again this evening. And I'm confident that both silver and gold will continue to move higher. Well, today's video is a video about you, the viewer. And the mere fact that you're watching my video at the moment and continuing at this moment tells me something about you. It tells me that you are among the very, very few people that have any interest in the precious metals whatsoever. I'm quite aware that as people surf through the internet and the video YouTube channels, that they have all sorts of options in front of them. So I feel very fortunate that you've elected to take some of your valuable time and spend it with me. Thank you so much. Based on my 50 plus years of experience as a numismatist, a coin collector, an investor, a dealer, and most importantly, a purveyor of the precious metals, I've observed that the vast majority of people have no interest, nor do they have any understanding whatsoever when it comes to the gold and silver market. Of course, I think there's a lot of contributing factors to this. Mainstream media acts as if the gold and silver market doesn't even exist. Unless I missed something this evening, I saw nothing in the nationwide news talking about the incredible move we had with silver today. That doesn't fit their narrative, so they're just going to ignore it. The Fed treats the gold and silver as a pet rock, and they discourage the citizens of this country to get involved with it in any way, because it doesn't fit their criteria of what wealth is. They are at liberty to print the failing fiat dollar into infinity, and they feel that as long as they keep your attention towards the dollar and away from the metals, they'll remain in power. Don't forget, gold and silver have never been printed, nor are they capable of being printed. Contrarily, the fiat money they don't even bother printing it anymore. They just add zeros. The paper market, the COMEX, is also a contributor of the lackluster performance in the metals. As you know, the manipulation in the COMEX is absurd, is comical. And I think it discourages would-be investors and all forms of speculation. With that being said, I think some of you are very aware of what is going on, and you're the gifted few, and I consider you the tip of the spear. And what I mean by that is the tip of the spear, you are unique individuals that act. You follow through. You make a commitment to acquire the gold and silver for your own wealth preservation. And I applaud you for that, and I think your path will be the right path in these troubling times ahead. I've actually talked to a couple of you today, and you know who you are. You not only your associates, you are dear friends of mine, and I always enjoy conversing with you. And I applaud you and congratulate you for your very profitable day today. As pointed out previously, only a small minority of our population has anything to do with gold and silver. I believe we're approaching a new dark ages era, and in that new dark ages era, there will be a unforeseen black swan event that will occur, and I believe it will occur soon. This black swan event will direct many of the masses that are currently comatose towards the precious metals. So if we're moving 8.5% with such a small following of the metals on a day like today where nothing huge happened, you can just imagine the colossal moves we'll have when more of the population gets involved with these gold and silver markets. What could this black swan event be? Who knows? No one knows. Perhaps the stock market in the days to come will collapse, and there'll be gnashing of teeth and people jumping out of buildings and that sort of thing. The real estate market is set up to implode. Hopefully this won't happen. I own real estate myself, and I certainly do not wish for this to happen, but you never know. The war in Ukraine is escalating every day, and who knows where this is going to take us. This pipeline situation where the sabotage is very troubling indeed. And whoever the culprit is, I hope they find out who it is. And I think that was an absolutely dastardly thing to do. And what we're doing, we're taking the Russian bear and poking and poking and poking, and the Russian bear is wounded right now. And I've been around nature all my life, and there's almost nothing more dangerous than a wounded bear. So let's be careful what we do and how we handle this situation. If you back someone into a corner enough, and they feel like they have nothing to lose, they can do the unthinkable, and that would not be good for any of us on the planet. Perhaps we're going to have a famine like is predicted, with the crop failures and the supply shortages and so forth. When the world begins to starve, the world's starving now, but when it really begins to starve, God only knows what type of civil unrest this will bring and what chaos, and it looks bleak to me. The grid could go down, as you're well aware. If you don't believe me, look at Puerto Rico. They lost their entire grid during this recent hurricane. Look at Florida. It's a total disaster, total disaster. So these things are happening more frequently, and they're becoming much larger events in our view. So I believe that it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. So this or a myriad of other things could happen, or they could all happen at the same time. And if that indeed does happen, I don't believe that silver and gold will weather the storm. I think they will absolutely thrive during that period. I think people will return to that basic and that tangible. And silver, the holders of the silver and gold will be like the phoenix rising out of the ashes. And believe me, there'll be ashes. If the general population wakes up, and what I mean wakes up, they come out of their coma and they realize that the gold and silver are a store of real value and wealth preservation. Can you imagine the volatility of the market? For example, say 10 times as many people get involved with the markets, the silver and gold market, or 20 times as many. It would still be a very, very small portion of our population. With a small supply of metals available, this would absolutely, the prices would explode on the world market. And there'll be the golden rule will come in. Those with the gold will definitely rule. Well, as I mentioned, as the tip of the spear, I'm sure you're well aware of these things. And once again, I applaud you for your foresight and for your wisdom. I think I've spoken enough today. I appreciate, as always, you all stopping by, and I would like to drink a final toast to you, to your wealth, and to your health, and to your happiness. Salute. If you happen to be coming to Las Vegas, don't hesitate to give me a call. I'll be more than happy to meet you in person. I'm an old horse trader from Missouri. Bring your gold or silver or your fiat money and we'll make something happen. I'll buy, sell, or trade with you. It'll be my pleasure. In the meantime, so long.